Hey guys, welcome to the Nürburgring. So we've done a couple of days practice there and we were finally up to speed. This was my last lap I had left on my card, so I had to make it a good one. I knew the track pretty well up to now. A couple of little mistakes on this, but we held it together pretty well. Looks like Sean is getting strapped in there. Yeah, and we're off. Track was nice and dry, conditions were perfect. The day before was absolutely so sketchy in the rain. So we're actually running 19-inch wheels in this car. A lot of M4s, people choose to run the 18s, and I was scrubbing a little bit, but it was nothing major. Little mistake going into here, just got a little bit excited, missed the apex, but nothing sketchy. And we're off onto the main part of the track now. These are probably the easiest curves on the track to make it through. You've got good vision down the track, nice and grippy. And we all know these corners really well, because when you're playing the games, you're obviously starting off at this point, you usually crash halfway round, so you don't get to practice the second half of the track as much. I'm sure you can all relate to that one. Just approaching a few slower cars here. I think that's an M3 on the right there. He's obviously just learning the track still. Might be his first go out, who knows. Quite a scary bit of track that. As you go over that crest, the car goes really light. And it's back on the power. So this guy here, he must have just been letting his car warm up, because he managed to get us in a bit down the track, and we had a good race at the end, so you'll see that bit in a minute. Lots of braking done for this right-hander. This could be one of the scariest parts of the track. I'm sure you can hit it flat out if you've had the practice or whatever. But I was lifting. I mean, we're still doing what, 130 down there, pushing up to 140. Pretty fast, to be fair. And you'll hear the suspension. It's just, well, it's probably not the suspension, it's probably the size of the wheels. I could probably do it for 18s. It's just scrubbing in the arches a little bit. Like, that's how much G-force you get on this track. Never had that anywhere in the UK before. So a little bit of traffic there, and then we're back on speed again. The videos don't really do this track justice. Like, it's so scary. Imagine you've got barriers on both sides. You touch the grass, you're a goner. It's not like normal tracks where you've got runoff. So a little yellow flag there. Mercedes had put it in the barrier. Nothing major. Not a write-off. And then yeah, you just got to forget about that and just get on with it. Every single lap there was a car on the side of the track smashed up. If you're German, you've actually got full insurance on this track, whereas us from the UK, we literally drive in with no insurance. So you smash it into the barrier, you gotta pay for it and get it fixed. Where this is actually classed as a toll road in Germany. You've got full car insurance on there if you're German. One of my friends actually was thinking about buying a German car and just leaving it over here and just getting proper insurance. You're fully insured, then if you have an accident, then you can really push it. Got to brake really hard for that right-hander. It's a lot tighter than you think. I'm sure I could go a lot faster through here, but it's actually blind going over that crest. sections where if you were doing timed laps you could make up some serious time if you weren't slowing down or braking for these corners. But this is where you're going to have the biggest accident if you were to crash. And then you'll just notice there that beacon flashing yellow, so it's a yellow flag. And M2 must have spun coming out of the carousel, smashed it into the barrier, and he'd spilled all his oil all over the track. I'm just trying to see if I could get rid of any oil if it was on my tyres, but it seemed pretty grippy. Don't want to take any chances on this track. Behind us you'll see that's that M3 that we passed earlier. I think he's a local, to be fair. He had some good pace, so yeah, we just let him past and decided to follow him for a fast end to the session. So there he goes. It's nice following someone because I still don't really know the track 100%. And it makes a good video for you guys as well, me following someone fast. So this just drops down here into the famous YouTube corner. You see that car park on the left. Everyone parks up there and watches the cars race down here. This is a real good corner. You've got quite a lot of grip there, but you'll see a lot of crashes. A lot of people lose the back end and end up in the gravel trap or in the barrier. This is called ice curve because in the rain it's literally like ice. And yeah, I did experience that, to be fair, and it was so scary. Never ever again will I go on this track in the rain. It is unbelievably slippy, especially with those Toyo R888R tyres. Honestly, it was horrendous. So the track's sort of blind here. You keep it pinned, but you can't see that curb on the left, so you just got to know to keep turning to the right. Honestly, you can't beat the feeling of racing someone on this track. It's unbelievable. There we go, scrubbing again in that one. And that was it. We managed to survive the Nürburgring, but I'll definitely be back next year. Slightly different car setup probably, and try and do some faster laps. So yeah, thanks for watching guys.